Hello, hello. It's Nicole, another in-studio yap, and this is good tea today. I love this, and I just so happen to be wearing, isn't this such a cute shirt? I think I got it on TikTok Shop last year. I've had some really cute shirts that I've got on TikTok Shop. And so I'm obsessed with this story. I think it's so fun, and there's like rumors swirling that Cooper DeJean is dating Nikki Bella from WWE. And I just think it's so good. She's 42 and he's 22. She just turned 42 in November, the end of November, and he will be 23 in February. So she and her twin sister have been an Eagles fan for a long time. They've come to the games. They posted about the Eagles, but she's been at more games. And I was like, oh, is this a coincidence? And remember, she was married to Artem from Dancing with the Stars. They have a baby together, Mateo. I'm pretty sure his name is Mateo. But then they had like a really tumultuous divorce. And I mean, obviously she's hot. And I say this all the time, like 40 is the new 27, 50 is the new 35. And she looks phenomenal. And she took a picture at his locker. And then there was pictures of them like at it. It looked like they were at like a bar or like a nightclub together. And like the cool thing about this is that the Eagles finally have a team. Like I keep saying, like the Eagles are America's team now. Do you know what I mean? Like the Eagles are just cool. Like Jalen Hurts is beyond cool. His swagger. And then you also have, like, everybody's kind of obsessed with Saquon and, like, Cooper DeJean. And, like, let's just be honest, like, he's a hot white guy. He's a hot 22-year-old white guy. And he plays defense. And that is rare. Most of the times when you see hot football players that are white, they're the quarterback. They're maybe a wide receiver like Julian Edelman. Usually they're the tight end, which is ironic that like usually tight ends are white. Like I don't know why that is, but whatever. I'm sure we could deep dive into that. But like to see a white cornerback and like be really, really good, and Cooper just has a swag about him, even though he's from Iowa, right? Like he's just cool and I don't know. So I think the fact that like a celebrity like Nikki, who has been a celebrity for a long time, like it's buzzy. You know what I mean? Like the Eagles are just like a buzzy team now. Like people, it happens. Like, listen, it happened with the Patriots. It's why so many people that are in their like 50s and maybe early 60s love the Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers, because they were the really popular, it was, you know, Joe Montana and Steve Young. And then obviously like Troy Aikman and, you know, Emmitt Smith and like those. And then it happened with the Lakers. It happened with the Yankees. It happened more recently with the Golden State Warriors, you know, with Steph Curry and that whole regime. And then obviously the Chiefs, the Patriots, right? Like it's one of those things where like when a player, I mean, it happened with AI, right? Like Allen Iverson, like people loved the Sixers and they loved him. And even if you lived in Minneapolis, like you wanted to wear an AI jersey. It was just like cool. And that is kind of what the Eagles are now. And Cooper DeJean's jersey sales like went through the roof last year. In fact, I think that he outsold Patrick Mahomes, Saquon, and Jalen Hurts. And I don't know if it was like overall, or if it was just like a certain amount of time. And I was like, it's the girls and the gays. The girls and the gays love Cooper DeJean, right? Like they want to wear the jersey. And so I'm not really surprised by this. I think it's so fun on her part. Like, get it. You know what I mean? Like, I think she's looks phenomenal. And I think that like we've seen throughout society for decades and decades and decades that there's, you know, men are 20 years older than women and everybody's just like used to it. And it's really rare to see a woman who's 20 years older than the man. And I just think it's like so sexy. Like I think nothing has obviously been confirmed, but there's a lot of, what's the word I'm looking for? A lot of evidence. There's a lot of evidence that it could be true. And maybe they're not dating, or like, you know, there's different levels of dating, obviously, right? So there's like having fun, like making out a little bit. Then there's like being serious. You know, supposedly Cooper like loves to slide into everybody's DMs. Again, he's like young and single, and he's a star. So it's like, why wouldn't you? But I just think this is so fun. Like, how many times have you seen a celebrity where they're like, oh, the guy's 50 and the girl's 30, or, you know, the guy's 40 and the girl's 25. And to have like a 22-year-old, and let me also preface this by saying, when you are a professional athlete, right? And you're a professional athlete who's a starter, who won a Super Bowl, there's a much heavier responsibility. It's almost like, because even Jalen Hurts is only 28 years old. He's so young still when you think of like what 28 is. And there's a lot of pressure, especially playing in Philly. Like, come on, right? And so I do think it's interesting in when you're a starter and you're playing for a championship team, there's a lot of responsibility. And the thing about Cooper DeJean too is that he does a lot of charity work. He's doing a lot of influencer type stuff. Like, he hired a management team, and I think that's brilliant. I think he's like, I'm going to strike while the iron's hot. I'm going to build my brand. A lot of like brand awareness, brand endorsements. I think that's so genius on his part, right? And why not, right? And so I feel that like my point being is that I think he's a more responsible 22-year-old, right? I think that, and again, he was an elite athlete in high school. He was an elite athlete in college. And I do think there's a bit of, you have to use like a different part of your brain to be really, it's kind of like even Saquon, right? Or AJ, like these players seem so much older than they are because there's just this massive amount of responsibility that's placed on them. So in regards to dating a woman who's older, I don't think it's that much of a departure if, let's just say, it was somebody just out of college who was just like, you know, majored in, you know, business, and then a random woman. Like, I think it's different when you're a celebrity. I got to talk here for a second. The new Ella Langley. Oh my God, I'm obsessed with it. Choose in Texas. Like, it's coming. Hold on. I just turned the music down so you can hear me yap. But we'll sing it for a second because it's like this new song, Choose in Texas, scratches your brain. Hang on a second. I'm obsessed with this song. It like scratches your brain, right? I don't know what kind of special sauce she put in it. Miranda Lambert wrote it with Ella. So good. It's Choose in Texas, new Ella Langley, XTU. Just when I thought I got him to fall in love with Tennessee. I don't even know if I'm supposed to be doing this, but just been I need to learn the lyrics. We're gonna just sing this one part. The part that like gets you. Here we go. Here, you ready? Ready? Here we go. Here we go. She's in Texas, I can tell by the way he's two-stepping around the room. Ah! Ah! Judging by the smile that's written on his face, there's nothing I can do. Oh, it's so good. So anyway, the point being is that I hope that Nikki Bella and Cooper DeJean are together because I think it's so fun. I think that, did you see how Alex Earl announced that her and her boyfriend Braxton Berrios broke up? And she talked about how like she was on Dancing with the Stars and she really liked being in LA, and he plays for the Texans, and she just felt like she really wanted to focus on her career, and she felt like she couldn't be the person that Braxton needed. Hi. I'm just doing a video. This is, you can say hi in the video, Jeff.
Oh, hello. Jeff
is dropping off all of our commercials. So whenever you complain that we play commercials, just think of Jeff's beautiful face. And so Alex Earl announced that her and Braxton have broken up. And she said that like, she just wanted to focus. She's 24. She's 24 years old. all her videos, people were like, when do you get engaged? When do you get engaged? When do you get engaged? And even I was like, let this woman live. She's 24 years old. Let her live her life. And so the theme, you know, she posted this really beautiful video just saying how she just feels like she needs to focus on herself and her career, and that she couldn't be there for Braxton, and Braxton's wonderful. And, you know, they were just living apart. And it was such a great message for young women about how, like, do not make decisions based off, especially when you're in your, you know, your early 20s and 30s. Like, don't make decisions based off of a guy. Like, live your life and follow your dreams. And on the flip side, I think this is awesome for women because it's like 40 is hot. You know what I mean? Like, you're young, you're sexy, you're hot, you're feeling good. Like, if you want to date a 22-year-old, do it. So we'll keep you posted. Maybe they'll be Instagram official. Thanks for watching me yap. Mwah.